Where is... There it is. Okay, nothing working there. Let me just check what's going on. See what's going on. Hey there, Tewo. Looks like you're first in line. Okay, so Tewo, I don't know if you were here when I was last on live, but I've started incorporating these numerology readings into my live sessions. With a numerology reading, basically we get your birthday and then we bring it down, break it down to 3 numbers with a 4th number as your life path. And then I sit here and I talk all about what these numbers mean in career path or personal choices and life paths, and what challenges you've got. If you had a boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, and you wanted me to look at the 2 of you together, what works, what doesn't work, we get the 2 birthdays and we put them together. So anyway, Mama B, I was supposed to do a number reading for her when she got online the next time I was live. So I ended up doing just a mini sort of reading on her, yes and no, because she was delayed. She'd gone off and got something to eat and everything. By the time she come back, I was going offline. I won't be online too long today. I am feeling a little bit out of sorts with things. Just a few things that have been brought to my attention over the last couple of days. Nothing too major. Well, it's kind of major for me, but anyway, I have everything all up and running and ready to go. Cards are here. I have worked on some more of the star signs with the star signs together. Guys, I'll just be a sec. I've just got to go and find the glasses for the computer. I'm wearing the wrong glasses at the moment, so I can't read the stuff very well. And I'll just grab myself another cup of tea. welcome back. It's a little bit cold in this room, not as bad as needing the heater this time. I've got my other glasses now. I've got 2 pairs of purple glasses. One of them are for distance and one of them are for 2-foot distance. I don't need anything to read little bits of writing on a pen or something, but I do need glasses if the computer's 2 foot away from me. Anyway, what have we got happening here? Okay, so with the numerology readings that I was doing, those ones are always going to be the full payment in PayPal or Super Chat. So that's 14 or it's 11 over at PayPal for a numerology reading. Or if you want me to do a compatibility between your numbers and your partner's numbers or somebody you're interested in, those ones are the full readings. At the moment, I'm only charging 11 for them. I am thinking that by I might do it for a little bit longer, but then sometime in October, those readings will be $15 US, whether you're paying Super Chat or PayPal, they will be $15 for that style of reading because they are more detailed. They do take a lot more effort and they are a one-off kind of thing too. So if I do your numbers now, the way I read them, it's not going to change in 1 month or 2 months. We're not going to need to redo them. So it's a one-off kind of reading if you do decide to have one of those. So yeah, get in while it's cheap. $11 for one of those numerology style readings. So let me just go over the readings and who said that they've paid already? Somebody said they've paid. Jita. Okay, Jita, let me just go quickly check that. Thank you, Jita. So if you are new here, I don't know if anybody's new, we have a free list. The free list only has 10 people. Now, the free list is not guaranteed. I am not going to stay online if I'm tired or whatever. Sometimes I will push myself and I will stay online for people. Today, I'm not in a real good place. Anyway, the readings, if you want a guaranteed reading, you need to go across to PayPal. It is $11 US for a detailed, about 10 or 12 minute reading. If you want to have a mini reading or 2 mini readings, 2 questions, the mini readings are like a yes and no style question. And the mini readings are $6 over at PayPal. If you need to use Super Chat is $7 or $14, and that is US dollars, not Australian dollars, not other currency. It is US dollars. So if you're using Super Chat, please make sure whatever your currency is and convert it, because we will be checking what the conversion is. So at the moment, I think my only moderator is Ashley. Is it? Is it Ashley? Is that the only moderator I've got in the room? Let me have a look. Ashley. Okay, Ashley, you're it. Ashley, so the free list we have Taiwo, Ashley. Let me get the free list sorted out. Now, Mama B was on the list last time, but I wanted to do a demonstration if she gets here early enough. Ashley, I might do your numbers because Mama B's not here. And if she gets online within the next half hour or so, I will do Mama B's numbers as promised because she wanted me to look at her and somebody else's numbers together. But Ashley, if you want me to look at you and your person, I need your birthday. I need the month. I need the month first, the day, and then the year, so I can work out your numbers. And I need your person's day and numbers, and then I put them together and then I do a reading together. Or I can just look at your numbers. So Ashley, if you'd like me to look at your numbers, being that you're the only moderator on here, I'll have a look at that for you. But first I've got to do the paid readings. So the people that will not be getting a free reading today, if they come online, is Lisa, my moderator, Joshika, Ace Woman, Rinta Me, Linda, Kick Ram, Riser, and that was it. That was my free list last time I was on. All right, so let's get it together. What do we got? Monday the 19th. It must be nearly new moon, I think. We must be coming into the new moon soon. I think the 24th will be the new moon. All right, Monday 19th of September. So yeah, if we're doing a birthday thing, I need your month, day, and year to be able to work out your numerology. So that's numerology. And they are 11 US dollars or 14 US dollars for those style of readings. Ashley, yours will be done for free because you are my moderator. As long as you can stay online and help out for a while, I'll do your numbers as a demonstration for people to see what it is. Yeah, people like it, Taylor. A lot of people that have had that kind of reading, they really, really like it. So let's get this free list sorted out and then we'll get on to it. Tayro was first and then Ashley, then Anna. Anna wasn't on that other list, was she? No. Ashley, Anna, number 4. We might just write down 6 names to start with and then we'll see how we go. Anna and Taylor. Actually, we'll just do 4 names. Thank you. Thank you, Ashley. We'll just have 4 names on the free list and then the rest are like standby. I don't even know if I'll get to that free list because once somebody starts paying in PayPal, PayPal takes preference. Okay, so Ashley, just keep note on Meh would be next. Meh didn't get a reading on Thursday, did she? Meh, Fofina. Welcome back, Fofina. 7, 8, 9, 10. What do we got? Vita. I'll just put them all down on here. Isha. I'm pretty, you get in there. And Rumesa, you made it in number 10 spot. Okay, so all the spots are filled for the freebie list. Apart from if Mama B turns up because I did promise her. Jewel, you have paid. Let me just set up my payments here. PayPal and Super Chat. So this would be, I don't really need numbers, but this would be a full, a mini, and a numerology. A full, a mini, and a numerology. Okay. All right, guys. So let me just go check PayPal and write down who's first. Okay, with PayPal we have Jeeta, Maurice, James, and then who's that person on here? What name are they using? Julie, which one are you on here? We got Jeeta first. Jeeta has paid for a mini. Will you have? Okay, so this is a mini for Jeeta. Let me just write everyone down. Then we've got Maurice. Maurice has paid for a... Maurice has paid, is that US dollars or... Okay, he's paid for a double reading there. And he's put his birthday numbers. Okay, so Maurice, I need to just confirm with Maurice when I get there. I'm going to do Jeeta's reading. Maurice, if you're in the room, did you want me doing a numerology and that? Because you've paid $2 short for 2 full readings. Okay, so you've paid 20 US dollars. So that is 1 full reading and a bit. So what I can do is do the general reading for a head, which would be like either I can use the whole 20. Anyway, we'll get to you in a minute. Yeah, it's US dollars. But if you wanted 2 separate readings, if you want a numerology reading, it's $11 US, and if you want a reading, a general reading, you said for the next 4 weeks, was it? A general reading for what's coming over the next 4 weeks. Anyway, we'll work something out when I get to you. Don't pay any more money. We'll work out what's going on there. If you want that numerology thing, I'll have to do that first, and I'll set the clock for 8 minutes. And then when I get the 8 minutes goes off, then I'll wrap that up, and then we'll do 8 minutes on a general reading. So you'll add $2. You want and you want the numerology. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're going to do 2. We're going to do a full and a numerology for Maurice. Thank you, Maurice, for clarifying what's going on there. James has paid for 2 minis. I'm assuming that's 2 minis. So 2 minis. And then we have a different name here. It's not telling me what currency that one's been paid in. Okay, so you're wanting a birthday one. I need the years. I need the years to look at those 2 numbers together. So if you can tell me what the years are. So who's that person that paid? Julie? Julie, I'm assuming that that's you in here in PayPal. If you can just put your letters on the screen. MZ, thank you. Yes, you've paid for a reading to look at you and somebody else together. I need the month, the year, the month, the day, the year. Okay, Julie? Anyway, we'll talk about that soon. So let me just write down your name, Julie, and I'll write your real name in brackets here. Okay, so you've paid for a numerology reading. Okay, so you're number 4, Julie. We've just got another payment come in. Hang on a sec, guys. Jita, I'll get to you in a minute. It's not showing me what that payment was. Let me shut that. Anyway, let's do Jita. Jita first. Let's get on with this, otherwise we're wasting too much time. Will Utsav reach out to you? Okay, let's set this clock up. Okay. Okay, Jita, this is you, and your reading starting at 18:45. So I suggest you put that in the comments below the video, not in the chat here. The timing of your reading. Will Utsav be reaching out to Jita? Will Utsav, and thank you so much for your donation today, Jita. Much, much appreciated. Will Utsav be reaching out to Jita? Will Utsav be reaching out to Jita? G. Is your name Jita or is it something else? No, it's Jita. G-I-T-A. Eventually, yes. I'll give this a yes. Eventually, this person will be reaching out to you. At the moment, it's in your head where you're thinking about when the person reaches out, how long before they reach out, what's it going to be like, are you going to like it, are you going to be happy, are you going to be sad? There's a lot going on in your mind, Jita. He does desire you, he does think about you. You've got the card of desire there, but you've also got this card of insecurity going on around you. Down the bottom, there's somebody else he's talking to in the background. I feel it's more about work and family and things like that. It's nothing to do with like a sexual relationship and that I'm seeing. It's more to do with trying to get on board with what he wants to do with his future. I feel he's got a frustration energy going on around money and females in particular. You, his mum, his sister, workmates, whatever. I just feel like there is some sort of frustration energy around females. It's like he doesn't feel like he can do the right thing. But will he be reaching out to you? This looks like a conversation that's going to eventually happen, these cards here. This looks like a conversation talking about possibly going somewhere together, a friendship kind of thing going on. But this over here at the moment is telling me delay, delay, delay. That he's just sort of being quiet for his own reasons. I do see you getting very dark and depressed about this situation with him sometimes, Jita. You're deciding whether enough's enough and walking away, or whether you should stand strong and try and work this thing out with him. And you're trying to manifest. Every day you're probably waking up thinking, today he's going to call him, today he's going to call, today he's going to call. So keep manifesting, be prepared for the work that's ahead of you, but you may have to let go of certain things at the moment. With Utsav, he's trying to make firm decisions. He might be able to offer you a little bit coming up, but then it could grow. So I wouldn't be expecting too much out of Utsav, even if he does contact you soon. Just whatever he's willing to give, know that there's going to be work ahead of you, and you may have to try and manifest this stuff into the way you want things. But there is a feeling of detachment and walking away. So either he did that to you and he walked away, or you did that to him and you walked away. So there is this detachment kind of thing, but this is where he's saying, I'm making firm decisions about what I want right now, so you'll just have to wait. It's sort of like that. Bottom of the deck, we've also got this hanging around waiting, but getting frustrated with the whole hanging around waiting. Wow, that timer goes really quick when we're doing mini readings. All right, let's just move that out the way so I don't waste too much time. Maurice, get ready. We're going to be doing your numerology first, and then we'll look at what's coming moving forward, okay? So we'll get touch base with the numerology. So everybody that hasn't seen the numerology, stay tuned and have a look at that. Numerology readings are $11 US at the moment and 14 on Super Chat. I will be changing that to $15 across the board just for the numerology readings. I may be putting these these mini readings and things up as well going into next year. But anyway, for now it's $6 US and $11 US for mini or detailed readings at the moment. Or 14 or 7 if you're using Super Chat. Okay, Maurice and Jita. Not Maurice. 1, 2, 3. Utsav and Jita. Utsav and Jita. Sorry, Jita. Utsav and Jita. Will he connect? He's watching you and you're watching him. Maybe a little bit too much. This is where everything that you've been putting into a relationship, into work, into family, it's about to start showing the benefits. This also is showing me, I'm just looking for something at the moment. It was here. I'll have to do a search. This is showing me to be wise with how you move forward. Is this really what you want? This is where you're planning your future about what you want. But here it's like where you're hanging around, you're observing, you're waiting. This is where you get the best vantage point. So you might be looking at social media. You might be looking at people he works with, finding out what's going on, or if he goes to school, whatever. So I just feel at the moment there's observation going on both parties. But your answer, will he reach out eventually? Will he make connection? I do feel in time he will. Maybe in 4 more weeks, maybe in 4 more months, maybe the 4th of a month. Something to do with 4. And something to do with another female. So it might be where he goes somewhere with his mother or his sister and you happen to be there. Or you find out something from them. So that's what we got for you, Jita. Now just quickly do a yes and no in your mind. Where's my cards for yes and no? Crap. Here they are. Okay. Yes or no. Okay, Gita has a question in her mind. Is it yes or no? Now, if you paid for a reading and you haven't had one before, like Julie, I don't think you've had a reading from me before. When I say think about a yes or no question, just think about it in your mind. Don't write it on the screen. There's no need to write it on the screen. Oh, you studied numerology. Okay, well, mine will probably be a lot different to what you come up with. So, yeah. I just see things and say things. All right, so yes or no for Gita's question. Yes or no for Gita's question. Yes or no for Gita's question. Okay, these cards shouldn't be upside down or whatever. We got yes, yes, and yes. This is a delay and a balance card, but you got two cards that mean yes. So this is you need to put a lot of thought into what it is you want to do, what you want to say. You have the door to romance that could be just around the corner opening up, but you also have the Magician in the mirror. Mirror is merely a reflection of something. It's not real. And Magician can also be secretive and tricky. So this, to me, can be a delay to whatever the question was you're thinking about in the mind. Your first time reading? Well, I hope that it lives up to your expectations of your excitement. Okay, so let's get on to setting the clock. All right, so we're going to do 8 minutes, Maurice. When the buzzer goes off, I'll just start to wrap it up. Okay, so I just need your numbers. So this is for Maurice numerology first. I'm very curious as to what you see for yourself in numbers compared to what I'm seeing with numbers, because I base this on how I do the poker deck. You know, like 10 of spades to me, 10 is a 1-0. So yeah, anyway, we'll see. Okay, so your numbers are... So I'm assuming that's July the 15th, yes? It must be, because 15 is not a month. So we got 7, 6, and then we got, oh, you're 1 year older than me. I didn't know that. I thought you were like probably 30 years old whenever you've come to my room. So you're 1 year older than me. That's interesting. 1, 1. Oh, you're a 1, 1. So you've got a master number there with your year. 1, 1, 2. Okay, and then we've got, I haven't started the clock yet, Maurice. I'm just working out your numbers to put them down here. 7, 6, 2. What's that? 13, which is 4, 6. So you're a 6 all up. Yes, we agree upon that. So we got a 7, 6, 2, and you're a 6. 6 and 2 is 8. 7 and 7 is 14, 15. 1 and 6 is 5. Sorry, 1 and 6. 1 and 5 is 6. Okay, so that's correct, yes. Hang on, let me do that again. We've got 7 plus the 8, which is 15. 1 plus the 5 is 6. Yeah, so 6. 7, 6, 2. Okay, let's start. Here we go, Maurice. Let's see what I get for you. Okay, so 7, 6, 13. We got 4. We got 8. We got 4. We got 1. We got 3. We got 5. Whoa, you got a lot of numbers down in the bottom challenging area. 3, and we got 9. Okay, so starting off the reading, I feel like you were born into a very spiritual kind of either family or extended family or friendships, or even the area where you lived with this 7 sitting here. I feel like you are a person that likes to change things and plan things, especially with a 4 sitting up here and a 4 sitting down here. You've been going through the first years of your life up to about 30 years of age. Your main struggle either was one or the other, where if you needed to be alone, you needed to shut the door and people needed to leave you alone, or you struggled with loneliness up to the first 2 to 3 decades of your life. I feel that from your mother's side, your strengths are being part of a crowd, part of a family, part of a team, That's a strength that you get from your mother with lots of people, food, family, fun, friendships. Togetherness and commitment is coming from your mother's side. Also, the challenging area from your mother's side is women. It can be other women. Feminine energies can sometimes cause you a little bit of a problem. You also might have problems with people born on the 4th April. So challenging areas and numbers for you are the 1, 3, 4, and 5. This is also tens, and that's it. No, sorry, tens, 19, and 28. Here we have 3, 12, and 21, and 30. You got a lot of numbers anyway. So there's a lot of numbers. We won't spend too much time in that. So pretty much anything that makes a 1, 4, 3, and 5 can be dates that would be challenging for you, can be people that would be challenging for you. So let's say you know somebody that's born in May, which is a 5 right at your bottom area, and they happen to be born on the 12th. They may be a major, major challenge in your life. They may be somebody that makes you think twice about something. What makes you float? You could easily be manager and manage other people's money. You would not only be a really brilliant manager because of the money and how you handle money and future and investments, but you also are somebody that works with people, not on top of people. So that's more likely where you would be better in a group of people and working alongside of people than standing up the front of people. But that makes a good manager, because nobody likes a manager that puts themselves at the top of the money tree and says, you're beneath me. And I don't see that with you. I see more of somebody that's a family person, always learning, learning. You could teach, but I feel like sometimes if you stood at the front of a classroom to teach people, you don't like it. It's like, oh, I just don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. I feel like they're not learning. You have threes balancing out each other at the same part of your life. So you're sitting right in a 3 right now for challenging, as well as something that makes you your extreme best. So right now you should be all about family, fun, sexual numbers are going on here. You're always very responsible. We've got a 2, 4, 6 here. When we put 2 people together and I see 2, 4, 6, I feel like it's a perfect couple. We also have 3, 6, 9 in your numbers sitting at the top. So you're extremely balanced kind of person, but you need balance. Otherwise, your life goes into haywire. You really don't like change that's done by somebody else. So let's say you're living with somebody and the lounge is green and it's sitting over in the corner, and you come home and they've moved the lounge and it's a different color. It's sort of like, why did you do that? Where's the other lounge? Why is it sitting over here? It's like, that's just an example of some sort of change. You would sit and map out a journey to Europe, how much money you're going to spend, where you're going to stay, how many people are going to be with you, where you're going to eat, what time you're going to go to bed. It's like you map everything out. It sounds boring, but it's not. And you are very good at managing finance, managing money, managing time, learning, teaching. You got a lot that's fantastic about you. You'd be a good person to know. Now what you're missing, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need an 8. You need somebody that's an 8. So you need somebody that their life path is an 8, or you need somebody. Oh no, you've got an 8. You've got all the numbers. So what have we got that's not down the bottom? That's in the top, that's in the bottom, that's in the bottom, that's in the top. 5 and 1. All the other numbers are on top, aren't they? So we've got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 5 and 1s. So people born in May and people born in January possibly are something that's missing in your life. That it will challenge you. It will cause you challenge and ups and downs, frustration, but it's also something that's missing in your life. I don't like that your 3's down here. This to me, with the 1 and the 3 sitting there, to me it makes me feel like where you remove yourself from having fun for some reason. And then you throw yourself back into work, making money, doing stuff. Even when you're stressing yourself out, you are somebody that can be trusted with this 2 sitting here. But also people need to know when Maurice needs space, Maurice needs space. Leave him alone. Shut the door. Leave him alone. Yeah, with the 4 being top and bottom and the 3 being top and bottom, I feel like they're probably your best match because they're in the top and they're in the bottom. So things would work out. So that's somebody born in March or April might be good for you. Somebody with the 5s and the 1s, like I'm a 5-day number. I'm a 5-day number. So I would probably frustrate the hell out of you. You'd probably be going, can you just shut up for a little bit? You're talking too much, or you're changing things. You told me you were going to do this. Now you're doing that. Because, yeah, I'm a 5-day number. I like to change things. I like to talk a lot, as you can see. But your 6, your life path, you're meant to be married with children, the top of a business. In your old age, when you get to the last part, the last segment, I feel like you're going to be leading people, like top of the family, top of the business, top of something. But you can be over generous at times as well. Like let somebody else take the lead and sit back. And you did mention something about shy. What have you got there? You're so right. I hate the change, but I need to overcome change. Okay, anyway, that's what I'm getting there for your reading. Now, people watching this, what I can also do is I could have put Maurice's numbers with somebody that he's connected to. So let's say Maurice was married. I could look at his wife or husband, depending on which way he floats. I can put their numbers and his numbers and put them together, and then I can see what works in that relationship and what is a challenge in that relationship. But yeah, I feel that because you have every number here and you're not missing a number, that the numbers are down in the challenges area, that is something that's missing in your life. Forget about the 8. That was the wrong number. I didn't realize it was sitting right there. So I feel like these numbers down here that aren't in the top, so forget about 3 and 4. I feel like the 1s and the 5s are something where you, even though it's a challenge for you, it's something that would make life better for you. So somebody that's a chatterbox, somebody that's born on the... So you need somebody with 1, 10, 19 or 28, or 5, 14, 23, and that's it. So all of those numbers, even though they're down in your challenge area, I feel personally that they would be someone that would balance you more. They would balance you out and help you to see a different way. Anyway, Maurice, that is numerology. Hope you enjoyed that. Make sure that you save this this recording, this live session today, and just write down in the comments section numerology at 30 minutes. Just write 30 minutes in the comments, not here, not in the live chat, in the comments section below the video. Now let's get on to your question. I'll turn the page ready for the next numerology, whoever's having one. All right, so your question was, I think it was just you wanted to see what's going on over the next month or something. Maurice. Oh, thank you for paying that extra, Maurice. I did read longer than 8 minutes anyway. I just set that so that I don't go over time. Thank you, Maurice. Where's your payment? Next 4 weeks. Okay, so we'll look at what's left of September and October. Okay, we'll have a look at that. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I like incorporating that. Mama B suggested that I put it on the channel, so I really thank Mama B for saying you should be doing these readings on your live. I didn't know whether people would be interested because they're like a one-off kind of thing, but people like it when I look at them and then they say, oh, look at me and my husband, or me and my boyfriend, or me and my ex, or whatever. So when I put the two together, it's really interesting when you look at the two together to see what's going down. All right, so Maurice, let's set the clock again, and we're looking at a general reading for you. Okay, here we go. General messages for Maurice, what's coming over the next month and a half, what's left of September, as well as what's coming by October. So what we'll do is we'll put 2 cards. So this is what's left of September, October, September, October, September, October. Okay, and we'll shuffle so that I'm not taking too much time shuffling and talking at the same time. A bit of up and down here, a bit of stress and strain going on for the rest of September here. I feel that there is some sort of love connection thing going on. It can be just a family unity, but there's some sort of frustration around it. I feel like somebody's got some sort of either injury, or they haven't been taking their medication, or they're, I don't know, it's not a sickness, but it's some sort of either a mental kind of thing or an argument, but it does look like it's something to do with a female, or learning, or work, or money. So there's a few things going on in there. It's like you're moseying on along, you're starting to see the benefits of all your past efforts. You're starting to see something coming into play. There's a new person coming into the picture, possibly romantic, maybe not. But there is a frustration there. There's an anger, frustration. It's like, oh, not this crap again. And then there's some sort of thing where either you or somebody else is going behind the scenes and talking about some sort of project. So it could be at work where you've been told a particular sort of thing and the boss or somebody else is talking about doing something totally different, or you're thinking of doing that. I do feel be prepared for some kind of argument, but then the argument is solved and resolved. Now, it could be about your pay, it could be about a bonus, it could be about time off and getting pay or whatever. So I do feel it may be something to do with management or learning. It's not kind of sorted out. It's not really sorted out. It looks like it's sorted out, but then you realize like something's not right here. There's somebody been going behind the scenes here. Yeah, there's some sort of management and money kind of thing going here. This is disappointment. Something from the past. So I don't know if you studied long and hard in a particular area and that's not being fully recognized, and financially it's not being fully recognized, and you're like, I should be getting an extra $2 an hour, or I should be getting an extra 20 grand a year, whatever it is. I feel like you're going to take your power back here with this King of Wands sitting here on the end. Let's just see what was bottom of the deck for the first part. Ooh, you're stressing, you're making your own stress here. Double eights, double fours, they could be dates coming up. It could be, we're already past the 8th. and we're already past the 16th. So it might be saying in 4 weeks' time, in 4 days' time, in 8 days' time, in 8 weeks' time. There is some sort of betrayal here that I'm seeing, but I feel it's to do with work and also possibility of movement within work. So you may have been told something, you got very disappointed here, and then you're offered a little bit, and you think, okay, I'll do this for now, and you make your plans to balance something out, but then you're wanting more, and then again you're saying, how can I get this to happen? This is just disappointing. So down here with October, I'm seeing forced changes that you know you have to do. You might have to change jobs or change where you live. You might have to put in new applications or something, but there is a nice surprise on its way towards the end of October. There may be delays with travel or promotion or getting something the way you want it to be. There may be some discussions going on that have not been resolved in the past. I don't know if something happened in April this year or 4 months ago or 4 weeks ago where it was supposed to be done by now. It might be a project, it might have been a promotion. It's like it keeps getting delayed and you keep getting a story. But down here, through the help of whoever she is, something's finally going to go the way you wanted. You're going to get a nice surprise in the future. There's also news coming in about somebody having a baby girl down the track. What else have we got? Don't be tempted to do the wrong thing, no matter how tempting it is, especially in regards to money and travel. You will be analysing a situation. You may be doing the books. You may be looking at something very, very closely coming up. You may actually find out where somebody's stuffed up. And then it gives you the opportunity to get something more secure. I do feel there may be a wedding invitation coming up or some sort of celebration coming up. I'm not too sure whether you're going to be able to be there or not. You've also got messages coming from somebody that's crossed over. I'm not sure if it's a young energy, an older energy, a male energy, or a female energy, because you got all of it here. All it's showing me, if it's a male energy, it was something to do with thyroid or hormonal type stuff. It's not showing me sickness, but it is showing me some sort of imbalance that went on before this person passed. I am being shown heart as well, so it could be heart and blood and head. But there is something to do with the pelvic area of the body as well showing up. You're also being shown, while we're talking about health and well-being, what I'm seeing here is be careful with what you're eating. If you're taking some sort of supplement or even like, a diet drink or a muscle building drink, just be really, really careful. Make sure you go to the doctor, have tests about levels in your blood and things like that, because I can see there may be an imbalance happening with something you're eating, drinking, or taking. But you're very up and down energy over the coming 2 months, because we got red, black, red, black, red, black, black. And then we got black, red, black, red, black, red. And down here we got red, black, black. So that shows me somebody that they think that this is going to happen, then it doesn't happen. They think it's going to happen, and then it doesn't happen. Then there's disappointment. Then there's like, this is bullshit. Like, why isn't this going the way it's supposed to go? And then finally you're sitting on your throne, but underneath the deck, your head's going round and round and round when you're at home in bed. The good news is, towards the end of October, things are finally starting to look good. Just don't be tempted to do the wrong thing here, Maurice. If something looks too good to be true, it's probably because it is too good to be true. If someone tells you, oh, look, if you put $400 into this, in 10 weeks' time, you're going to have $4,000, that just sounds like bogus to me. If just be cluey. You may need to be learning something new. You may be taking on a nighttime course, something like that coming up. Okay, James will be up next. We're just going to do some Lenormand, and then we're going to do 2 yes and no's for Maurice. So Maurice, just think about your yes and no questions when we get to that. Just some more for Maurice. 2 cards for top and bottom for September, what's left of it, and top and bottom for October for Maurice. Okay. No worries, you're very welcome, Maurice. Okay, September, like I said, there may be an engagement party, a wedding, something like that, and the stormy clouds. So if you are confused about a matter, this is where something's about to unfold. Be prepared for an argument with somebody, a disagreement. I did feel it was female energy, but it could be a male. Just be prepared for someone that might be trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I don't know if you know that saying, but that's where someone's trying to trick you or trying to lead you down the garden path and it's not the right thing. But be prepared, even if there is an argument, the storm will clear. But yeah, this is like committing yourself to something or someone and a job, and it can be a pay rise or something like that. All right, and October, possible baby news coming in. And there is some sort of romantic feel in your cards. You had a soulmate energy, you had a new friendship there, you had some sort of love connection thing coming out through the reading. But there is a new beginning here and some sort of celebration, possible weddings, babies, all of that sort of stuff. So that's nice energy there as well. Okay, your yes and no questions. Top 3 cards will be your first question, bottom 3 will be your second question. And thank you for your double donation today and having the one-off numerology. As you know, with numerology, you do it once and it's pretty much that's it. Unless you learn something new about the numbers or you feel something new. Yeah. All right, so Maurice has 2 questions in his mind. Question number 1 will be at the top. And there you are. I was wondering where that was. I was wondering where my ring was. I keep forgetting what that stone is. It's like a green crystal. Well, it is a green, yellowy green crystal. Maurice has 2 questions in his mind for a yes or no answer, plus some more messages to finish his reading. What is the answer to his questions? Question number 1. Question number 2. Okay, so your answers are yes and yes. The first yes is maybe, yes, yes, an eventual victory. So the messages you're getting for the last part of the reading is to explore all adjacent possibilities. Don't just say, okay, it has to be this way or nothing. Have a look at all your options before you make a decision. You do have a caring connection coming out again in these cards as well. So there's something to do with, it can just be family and feeling very, very close. But I'm feeling like it's something more than that. And then you got victory and success will be yours. Also, for your second question, we do have yes, yes, yes. There is no maybes here. You're going on a journey. You're going to be making that choice. So this could be actual travel that's coming up for you, Maurice. You've got to strategize in what you need to do. Your numbers were showing me that you strategize, you work things out, you analyze things until, like if you went to the doctor today and they said, okay, we want you to take this tablet for the next 6 weeks, you'll go home, you'll look up that tablet, you'll look up reviews on that tablet, what it did to people, what's the side effects, is it good for the people, and then you'll make a decision. That's what I see around your numbers. Kind of sounds like me. Anyway, strategizing and plans going in your favor, and then you've got blossoming abundance in the future here with these cards. Anyway, thank you so much for your reading. And James, what are we doing for James? Moving right along. Let me have a drink. Me too, James. Even my hubby, who doesn't normally dream, he's been telling me about these different weird dreams that he's been having. Something to do with Aboriginals praying at the lake or something, and then a Muslim comes along and did their praying thing at the lake. I think that was one of his recent ones. And I just thought, how bizarre. But my dreams have been really strange. I like to pull the dream apart, James. So one day we might do a reading on the actual parts and the segments of the dream. I've done that for Rhonda and I think Joanna and a couple of other people that I talk to now and again. They've said I've had this dream because I always like pulling the dream apart. And you enjoy your evening as well, Maurice, and thank you for your donation again. Okay, so James, we're going to see your first question. Your first question is, after James, Julie. Julie, can you get ready with your reading? I think it's on PayPal, so I'll go and look at that in a minute. And I think it was a numerology, wasn't it? It was two people together. And I think you didn't have the year. I need the year for the two people so I can work out the numbers. I can't do it just with birthday and day and month. I need the year as well. If you don't want to tell me the year because you don't want me knowing the full age, what I need you to do, Julie, sorry, James, I'll get to this in a minute. So let's say you're born in 1978. Okay, so 1 plus 9 is 10. And 7 plus 8 is 15. So then you plus the numbers. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. And then we do the bottom two numbers. 1 plus 6 equals 7. So your year is a 7. So if you want to sit there with a pen and paper and work out your year for you and the person you are asking about, Katie, and you don't want to tell me the year, that's up to you. But get ready with your numbers when I'm finished, James. I'm doing 2 mini readings for James. And then when I'm on the second one, I'll need you to post your numbers again on the screen for you and the other person. Okay? But anyway, if you want to do it that way, just work out what that number is for the year. So like mine's 1965. So that's a 10, an 11. So that's 1 plus 1 plus 1. So I'm a 3 year. Okay, so that's how you work it out. So you've got to add, just put plus between the two numbers and then put plus between the numbers till you get one number. So it's got to be between 1 and 9, okay, including 1 and 9. All right, so we'll get to that in a sec. Let me just tick off what I've done. We've done Gita and we've done Maurice. Thank you, guys. Okay, so James, we're looking at what are the messages trying to come through for your dreaming, your funky dreams lately. Maybe it's just the way of the world at the moment. And I've got to remember this is a mini. James, can you get your second question up when I get to the yes and no questions? Just type your second question up there. James wants to know what are the messages that are trying to come through in his weird dreams that he's having. What does James need to know right now? What's trying to come through in these dreams that he's having? James. This is 9 months of pregnancy, a happy relationship, and a baby boy being born. But the 6 is showing not yet. And the Jack of Diamonds is showing a delay, and it's also showing news coming in that you're going to be waiting for, and that you might be reconnecting from someone way in the past. It may be, let's say you used to live next door to some girl called, I don't know, Jessica, and when Jessica was 8 years old, her and her family moved away to New York, or no, sorry, you're in New York. They moved away to California. Maybe they're coming back. So I feel like this might be some person you knew from long ago. It couldn't be from school. It could be from, you might get connection from people you went to school with saying, we're going to have a get together. Do you want to come? It's also can be telling me that you're about to go on a massive, massive love journey with somebody who has just, they've been brokenhearted by somebody that did the wrong thing, that wasn't committed to them. So you may be going to go into a relationship with somebody that already has a baby boy that is still married, but there may be some sort of love connection going on there. Let's see what the tarot have to say. What's the messages coming out of James' dream? I do feel like you're going to get news about somebody having a baby boy, though. There is a pregnancy and a baby boy being born here. It might be telling you your future that you're going to have the baby boy. Okay, the cards are upside down, so I'm not going to read them like that, but this is usually the mother, the pregnancy, the fertility, the good friend, the sister, can be the wife as well, or the partner. She could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The walking away card here, this to me is normally the Eight of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, Eight of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds. This to me is you as the redhead. You are Gemini, so Gemini is air, but this is normally, to me, this is normally like fire. But I don't think it's anything to do with the star signs, to be honest. I feel this is you. And this is some female. Now, it did come out upside down. So like I said, you may be starting to meet up with somebody from the past. This person may have got out of a bad marriage. They might have a baby boy. They might be pregnant right now and having a baby boy, but they're not with the person. They may have even lost the person with this Eight of Cups energy here. But the Eight of Cups is where it was upside down. Someone might be trying to find you. So you might go on a dating site or something like that, and then someone contacts you and say, hey, are you the same James that went to such and such high school? And you're like, yeah, that's me. Oh my God, fancy finding you on here. So it could be something like that. This here, it could be telling you your dreams are trying to tell you that you're going to start a relationship with somebody in the most unlikely situation. I've always felt that you're going to meet this person through work, but this is not showing me work. This is showing me something through maybe a male friend that you went to school with. Maybe it's his sister. Oh, my sister just got divorced. Her husband was an asshole, and and she really likes you. She always talks about you from back in school days. So it can be something like that, James, as well, because that's the kind of feeling. I'm seeing all these images in my mind, by the way. I feel like this woman's got thick, wavy, browny, blonde hair. She might have some sort of highlights in her hair. And she's not skinny. She's not fat. She's medium height. And I feel like she looks after herself. But I also feel like she's very caring towards other people. What else does James need to know? What's coming through in these dreams? I'm hoping that this whole love connection thing is just around the corner for you, and you are traveling soon, aren't you? Okay, be wary of the stabber in the back. Just be wary of that. That's somebody leading you down the garden path. Just, if something's too good to be true, just step back. You're being shown about luxury, enjoyment, going places. It can be a wedding. It can be a celebration that you might be going to. Somebody might want you to be their best man, or they might want you to be in their bridal party, or they might be having a child and they want you to be the godfather of the child at the christening. So it could be that sort of information coming in. This here is where you've got to either get yourself off your own bum and start doing what it is you want to do to get out there and find someone or find the job or whatever it is, or you might be telling somebody to get off their bum and start working. Anyway, that's what we got with your first question. Let's do a quick yes and no. I believe Rhonda is doing something tonight. She bought a new television or something and getting it installed or something like that. So that's why she's not here tonight. And Joanna, I think, is at work and doing her long hours and coming home very, very shattered from her job. Hopefully things are going to get better for her. Okay, yes and no for James's first question he has in his mind. And James, can I have your second question on the screen? Yes or no? Yes or no in James's mind? Yes. We have the door to romance, the door to spirit. Now, door to romance is, it's just there. It's right there. It's about to open. We have the woman holding a heart. Now, this can be she's putting her heart in your hands, or that she's taken your heart. We got double 3, double 4 here. Very good numbers. This is sex, fun, friendship. This is more stability, family, and making plans together. But that's yes and yes. You're also being guided by spirit through your dreams, through messages, through everything. Really nice cards to get, James, but that's a yes answer to your first question in your mind. Okay, let's set the clock again. What are we doing now? Will the next romance be with someone I know or have yet to meet? Being that it's a mini reading, I'll focus on one. Will your next romantic involvement be with somebody that you've already met either long ago or you've recently met? Maybe it will show me it's through work or it's through whatever, but we'll see, will it be with someone that you already have come into contact with? Here we go. And thank you, Julie, for putting those numbers up there so I can work them out and get that reading done for you next. All right. James wants to know, will his next romantic relationship, will it be with somebody he's already met? Somebody he already knows from long ago or work or something like that. Will the next romantic relationship be with somebody James already knows? I feel like this is a big fat no. But the 4 is someone returning from the past, something that she may have gone through. There she is right there. Now it's showing me possibly an air sign. But to me, that's usually a widow, a divorcee, someone who's had a lot of pain, a lot of problems in her life. Very feminine energy with the double 4s, but I feel like she was severely betrayed in the past. I'm going to go with no, that it's not someone you already know. But maybe her brother, her father is someone you know, but you've never met her. You don't know her. You've never associated with her. So far, I'm getting that it's no, that you don't actually know this person from the past. But the 4s throw me off because the 4s are where somebody meets somebody in the background, and the 4 can be, the red 4 can be somebody coming through to apologise, and they're from childhood. Let's just get some more information to try and clarify this. Will the relationship that James goes into, the next romantic relationship that he has, will it be with somebody from his past, somebody that he already knows from yesterday, last week, last year, 10 years ago, 20 years ago? Is it somebody he knows already? Is the next relationship going to be with somebody he's already met? There's the love. There's you ready to go. Now, I'm feeling like this is a no energy, that it's not somebody. It's something to do with 4, which is feminine energy, baby girls, a new look as well, changing the look. It can be somebody that used to be, I don't know, maybe they used to have blonde hair and whatever, and they've changed their hair colour and changed the way they dress, changed where they work. Can be somebody that used to live in England, in the UK, and they come to America. So it could be someone from overseas, it could be someone from afar, but I don't feel, there's the romance, there she is. I do feel with the Hermit card, I see that this might be somebody you meet online. So it may be somebody you talk to online and then it becomes something bigger. Maybe by April next year, maybe in 4 weeks' time, 4 months' time. She may be a Virgo or she may be a water sign, because we got Virgo sitting here. I always say the spades are the air signs, the same as the swords. So it could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or it could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then we got this Virgo. Now, the star signs might have nothing to do with it, James. I feel a female in spirit's trying to guide you to collide with this person. It could be through something official in government with that sitting there, that 10 of spades. It could be where you go to the hospital to visit your grandmother or your mother, your father. Or you might even go to the hospital to visit a friend who's had a baby. You know, you might work with somebody and they've had a baby and you go to the hospital to give them some flowers or congratulations, whatever. And then you meet this person there. Or that can be something government and official. So that could be work. It could be someone coming in with a work-related injury. And here you're rescuing them. You're fixing them up. You're helping them. It's not actually showing me the romantic journey apart from that. And you being happy at home and having conversations. So I'm wondering whether it's someone online in a different country or something like that. Anyway, that's what we've got there. Let's just get some more on this. Show me James and his new relationship. Look what flipped over. The swans. Once you meet whoever this is, the swans is usually together forever thing. This is something that was meant to be. Okay, show me about James and this next relationship he gets involved in. Show me, what else does he need to know? There's going to be two choices. There's going to be something, probably someone you already know, and then someone that's new. The letter would tell me this is online. This is emails, messaging going on. And then the star, that's sort of better than what you hoped for here. But that dropping out as I was asking the question, I like that. I like the swan energy. That's once you meet, you're going to feel it. You're going to know. All right, James, yes or no to finish your reading. And thank you again for your donations today. I'm already getting really tired. I wasn't really going to come online for very long today. So at the moment, I think I've only got Julie in PayPal unless somebody else paid, did they? So everybody that's on the free list, Tawo, if you're still here, get ready to post your question. We got Tawo, Ashley and Anna. Those three people, if you're still here, get ready. Lisa, Julie's question is in PayPal and the year. She wrote the year here. Let me just write it down before I forget. Julie. So M is 1983 and Julie is 1990. 1991. So that's a 1 for you. 1. And that's a 3 for M. Okay, I've got that ready for you, Julie. All right, yes or no for James, just to finish the reading. Okay, you want to do the tarot. Okay. Well, I'll need a question for that, Julie. I'll need a question instead of the numerology, okay? Yes or no for James, what he has in his mind. Yes or no for James. So you can either, I'll check your payment, Julie, but you can either do 2 minis, like what I've just done for James. He's asked one question about the dream thing, and then he's asked a question about a relationship. Or you can have a 10-minute detailed reading about one particular subject, okay? You know, your job or whatever. So you make up your mind, but I've just got to check what payment you made, whether you made a payment for a full, well, you must have made a full payment for numerology. Anyway, James, sorry, James, let's just finish this off. James's yes or no question he has in his mind. What is the answer? Okay, James, your answer is... It starts off with a no. We got the envy card there. So you've been told about envy. So this can be somebody's envious of you and your situation. It can be that you're getting a bit jealous about, I don't know, people and their relationships and things like that. We've also got the man holding the heart. So you're ready to give your heart. You're ready to go out there and love somebody and have something. You've got a yes here. James, you got the 6 chakra showing up, so trust in what you're being shown, what you're being guided into. I'd really like to look at your dream one day, James. If you're having reoccurring dreams and they're about the same sort of things, I need to know, was it daytime, nighttime? Was it sunny? Was it windy? Was there water? Was the water calm? Was the water choppy? Was there shoes? I dreamt of shoes last night. I was trying on shoes. They were very bizarre boots. I could draw them and design them, and I reckon a lot of people would want them. A lot of women would want them. They were very nice looking shoes. They were long boots, and they tied up under the knee, but then they opened on the front of the ankle down towards the foot, so you could wear an ankle bracelet inside of it. And then they had the nice heel, and they were suede and they were grey. But I was trying them on, and I said, yep, I'm going to wear these. And when I went to walk in them, they were too loose. So that was really bizarre. But I know what that means about shoes in a dream. But yeah, if you ever wanted to tell me little bits and pieces about the dream, I'd like to look at that one day when I've got time. All right. Okay, so Julie, you're up next, and we're not doing numerology now, are we? Because I don't want to write the numbers down and start working that all out for you. So Julie, what are we doing for you now? Now let me just see if you said something up here. A detailed reading about the connection between M and yourself. Okay, so the name you've got on PayPal, so I'm assuming you're... Let me see if there's any other... Oh, okay, we have another payment from for a full reading after this. Let me just write it down. Where's my list? Number 5, we've got... And we've got another one coming in as well. Done. Okay. We've got Carol, number 6. Carol for a, it's a little bit more than a mini, but I'm just going to tick off a mini reading, unless that is, no, that's Australian dollars. So, Carol, I'm going to put that as a mini, a couple of minutes extra on a mini. Carol, and we've got Cat. Katarina. What do you call yourself on here? I think it's Katie, isn't it? Is it Katie? Anyway, somebody has paid me for a full reading there. So we got a full and we got that. Okay, James is done. So let me just cross them out. Thank you guys. I really appreciate all these donations coming in. It's really, really great. So up next we have Julie. So Julie, what are we doing? Connection between you and M. Okay, so Julie, let me just check your payment again, because you used a different name on here, didn't you? Okay, so Julie, what I'm going to do for you, because you've paid, normally it comes out at around 16 or 17 Australian dollars, and you've paid 20 Australian dollars. So what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to do a detailed reading about you and him, and M and yourself. So what I'm going to do is, normally what I do at the end of it is give you 2 free yes and no's. So I'm going to add a bit of time onto your reading. What we could do is we can either do the normal, I set the clock for 8 minutes and then it's finished by about 10 minutes. And then what we could do is, you haven't paid for a full and a mini, but what we could do is do like another question, like a yes and no kind of little detailed thing for about 3 or 4 minutes. Or we can just do the whole thing. I'll set the clock for 10 minutes and then I'll wrap it up. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, because it gets too confusing. So what will we do? M is your man. Okay. All right. So we'll just set the clock for, I'm going to set it for 9 minutes, because as you'll notice, I keep talking. All right, so here we go, Julie. Good luck. Okay, Julie wants me to focus on her man, M. Julie, can you just tell me how many letters in M's name? Or his star sign would help as well. Actually, I know his star sign. Let me have a look. Let me just pause the clock. I know his star sign from his birthday. 14th. He's Taurus. That's Taurus, isn't it? That'd be Taurus. Okay. What's going on here? Hang on. Let me reset this. Okay, so Julie wants to know about the connection between M, the Taurus, and herself. And you would be Aries, I think. 4 letters and Taurus. Yeah, he's Taurus. So Julie wants to see a connection between her Taurus that starts with M. Julie wants to see the connection. Okay. Julie, M, connection. Wow, you love this guy big time. Wow. Alrighty. So what I'm seeing first up with you is, like I said, you love this guy to the moon and back. You want to do everything the right way. You want everything to turn out the right way. You have every bit of your soul invested in your future plans of what you want. Unfortunately, you've got a third party card sitting down here. So I don't know whether you have somebody on your side. It can be a family member, what I say, pissing in your ear. Somebody telling you something about him, or you could do better, or he should do this, he should do that. Or whether it's an ex hanging around you or him. It's a minor complication, but if this was how the whole reading was, I'd say that this is a match made in heaven. It's pretty good, but there are some problems I see here. When I look at M, the Taurus, I don't like double black 4s, but that's showing me the past and where he's coming from. That can show me somebody who was going out the door and saying to his partner, oh, I'm just going to go and pick up some blah, blah, blah. And he'd go out the door and go and get on his phone and talk to somebody else. So there's some sort of sneaky kind of stuff in the past here. Now, this could be what somebody was doing to him or what he's been doing to somebody. But it is sitting like a lesson learned. It's like somebody who's had to learn something the hard way there. He's also got a spirit energy around him, a female, something to do with April, something to do with medication or the wrong medication or not getting medication in time. It can be drugs, alcohol, all of that sort of thing, but there is definitely a female in spirit. She would have been very sharp. She would have been very sharp personality, very opinionated, very angry at times as well. But there's a lot of love there and remorse as far as whoever that is. Can be his grandmother, can be an ex, can be a sibling, can be whoever. As far as you, I feel that he finds you extremely beautiful. He knows that you love him a lot, but I feel like sometimes he doesn't know whether he can give you everything that you need. He wants to make your dreams and your wishes come true, but he doesn't know whether he can actually give you everything that he needs. Let me just see what you're saying up here. Let me stop the clock. Crap. It's not working. All right. I'm just going to set that for 5 minutes. I just want to read what you're saying. It's been a little quiet lately between us. It's been several years now. Yeah, my friends are saying that we shouldn't be together because people... it would be his mother, yes. If that describes his mother, yes, it would be. So I did feel that. So that's why we got the black cards here. Okay, that makes more sense now. So you're not in contacts. It's been a while. There is a love connection there, and he does find you desirable and beautiful, but he can't give you what you need. When I look at the connection between the two of you, this is showing two separate identities. This is showing somebody very sexual, very flirty, very happy, the female, you, wanting to have some fun and connect. You're sitting right next to, I want this person in my life. I want to connect with this person. He's sitting there with, I don't know if he's in a marriage right now with somebody else or he has been. But this is showing somebody that's looking at the structure of what he needs to do and learning a lesson from what happened before. You have 2, 4, 6. The only card that's showing me two people in a relationship is the 2. So this is sitting next to you, where if he came knocking on your door, you're ready to start a commitment. You know that you desire him, you've got love to give to him, and you know how you'd like to plan the future. For him, it's like, I don't know, let's take it one day at a time. Yes, I could give commitment, but I'm not sure if it's what you're looking for. It looks like he's throwing himself into work and money. He does have some other female energy around him because we have 2 females and 2 kings coming out. So I don't know if you've got someone in your life and he's already got someone in his life, but I'm seeing 2 kind of separate energies. The 6 of Spades is for you personally to try and get involved with this might not be wise at this time. He has been single. He's single at the moment. For some reason, this is showing it's irresponsible for either you or him to try and have something. If this was red, I'd say that in the future, this could be something that works. It does look like something that would work. Your numbers, your year number, you're a 3, which is fun, family, sex, friendship. His is solitude. No, sorry, yours is solid. Yours is solid and being by yourself and working things out and making plans. His is fun, sex, friendship. Okay? Let's just see what the tarots have to say before we go down that track. I'm just not seeing that the giving's coming give and take. I'm seeing you ready to give, him not coming to the party here. He's got black energy, you've got red energy. Red energy is positivity, happiness, love, stability, long term with the 10 of Hearts, willing to give everything to this person if the opportunity comes. This is him going, oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'll see you at the cake shop. We'll have a coffee. And then he says, oh, sorry, I'm not going to make it today, or I'm not well, or it's like saying he's going to do something when he's not. He may have interest in somebody else as well. That may be somebody else that's sitting there, and that's why there's no sort of proper connection going on. It could be a good connection, but I'm just worried about this black 6 because the black 6 gives me alarm bells. So let's just see. Julie and the Taurus. You're fighting your own battle in your head. Stay, go, pursue. We do have lovers connection. That can just be a love affair as well. It doesn't have to be soulmate forever. He's got the 3. So the 3 is usually where, yeah, he wants to get on board and have a sexual connection. There's desire there, there's sex, there's fun. And then we got the Lovers card. Like I said, it can just be a love affair. You're trying to make a firm decision about which way you want to go. This can be online internet communication going on here, or invitation coming in. This is going on journeys, going places, exploring places together. You've got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Hearts. You're wanting something that's going to be solid long term, and let's say I do to each other. He's willing to give you little bits and pieces with this 6 of Pentacles energy, but not give you his whole self. At the moment, you're being told to be patient and see what happens. I wouldn't make any firm decisions, say, that's it, let's cut him out, let's just let this thing go. You're being told to wait possibly go on a journey, see what's there, and have conversations, but you're being told to wait at the moment. Bottom of the deck, we've got driving yourself nuts with, the Nine of Swords energy. So we've got Nine of Swords, Six of Cups, memory lane, thinking about how it used to be, how long you've known this person, what you've been through, what he's been through. Don't get stuck in memory lane. People change. The core of a person and what they do and what they're like doesn't really change, but this clock's just not working. I don't know how long I've been talking. Anyway, I'm going to finish this reading now. So you are being told not to stop your selection. So if you're thinking of having a relationship with him, but you don't know when it's going to happen, it could work. This is playful energy. This is stability energy. This is a home life together. This is committed to two people. But I worry about that, how it's going to work out in the long run. Because that's where somebody's just not willing to do half. And I don't like that he's got the energy of the Six of Pentacles energy, because that can be, oh yeah, let's touch base. Let's have some fun. Let's have some sex. But then you're like, well, now what? So I would just be waiting and seeing as far as he goes, but I wouldn't be shutting down my other options at this time, because something better could come into your life. Julie. All right, Julie, the alarm hasn't gone. I think I've been talking way more than I should. But anyway, I'm going to have to use my watch for the next reading, for the next two readings. All right. Kate or Kat, or what is the name you're using on here? Katie? Is it Katie? Katie, can you get ready with your question? I'll check online what your question is if you've got it there. But we've got Katie, and then we've got Carol. Carol uses a different name online as well. All right. This is just some more information about you, Julie, and M, the Taurus. Just show me some more information. What should Julie do about it? What does she need to know about this connection? You got sexual card coming out. This is where somebody makes you feel so wanted and desired, and you desire the other person, and that might be all that it is. This is the waiting game. This is trying to find out which way to go with this person. There is a mountain to climb to get a connection with this guy, and at the very end of the day, it might just only be that, where it's a fleeting kind of get together and then separate and get together. It can be that kind of thing as well. And at the bottom, we got someone like the stubborn polar bear. That's usually somebody that doesn't want to change. They want you to change, not them. It does show a sexual desire and connection there. It did show a lot of love coming from your side of it. You did have 2, 4, 6, and in numerology, I see that as a really good thing with two people together, but I didn't like that the 4 was diamonds, not hearts, and the 6 was spades. The 6 of spades really threw me off, because that can be that it's something that you're wishing for that might not be beneficial in the long run. Yeah. So anyway, Julie, just think about 2 yes and no's in your mind. The top 3 cards will be more messages to finish this reading, as well as an answer to your question. Do not type the questions on the screen. You don't need to. Julie has 2 questions in her mind. Top 3 cards are messages as well as an answer. Bottom 3 cards are messages as well as an answer. Hang on a sec. Did anyone hear somebody call my name just then? I'm sure somebody was outside calling my name. All right, here we go. Top 3 cards, first question. And thank you so much for your donation today, Julie. You've got a maybe. It's more of a yes than a no. This is where you're being guided, your spirit, your dreams, messages coming in. Your spirits are trying to guide you down a path. You're standing at a crossroads going, do I go this way or do I go that way at the moment? So this is saying, maybe. Listen to what your guides, your dreams are trying to tell you, and then balance is coming back in. This is more yes than maybe. So at the moment, you're sitting in a maybe phase and it's going into a yes. So I'm going to give you a yes on the first question. Bottom of the deck. And I have no idea how long this reading's gone for. Probably way over time. Your second question is showing you yes again, but be prepared for... Sometimes it's like, be careful what you wish for. Because you might wish for a particular thing and you get it, and then you're thinking, oh my God, why did I want this? But you're going on a journey. This can be a journey within yourself, and you decide on your path. You are strategizing and working out which way you want to go. This is yes, yes. So the answer to your second question is yes as well. But I just don't like this card sitting here. This is be prepared for the unexpected. So expect the unexpected. So they're your last messages for today. And thank you again for your reading. I'm just going to set this for 1 minute and see what happens, see if it works. Okay, now let me just check my PayPal. Katie, you were up next, were you? Katie, yeah. So Katie, you've paid for a full reading or 2 minis. So what are we doing for Katie? Your question is, how will your relationship go with your mum if she was to visit me for an extended period of time? Okay, Katie, thank you. So I'm just waiting to see if that works. You know what? I'm just going to set my watch instead because I don't trust that thing. It probably needs a new battery. Okay. Here we go, Katie. Katie wants to know... Katie wants to know her mum will be coming for a visit. How will this all pan out for her and her mum? How will the relationship, the connection go between Katie and her mum if she was to visit? So it's an if at the moment, so she's not definitely coming. How will things go if Katie and her mum spend some time together? I'm just going to put K-A... Oh, well, it's Katerina, isn't it? K-A-T-E-R-I-N-A. And we'll just put your mum. We'll just put 6 cards for her. It might be a bit of a struggle. There is something that you won't talk about, possibly your father or a brother or an uncle or grandfather. So there's something not talked about. I don't know if it's you not talking or it's your mum, but this is where somebody's not speaking, and then there's something to do with either your mum or your dad or something in the past where somebody was irresponsible and you and your mum both know who was responsible, who should have done this, who should have done that. So this is a very uncomfortable, sticky kind of, like the elephant in the room going on here. Then we have, this being committed to a journey with each other. She's come to visit you. Let's sit down. Let's talk about the good stuff, the bad stuff. Let's get everything laid out. And it's like where both of you or you personally decide that you want to get the truth out on the table. You want to talk about things. And then we've got, this could be either disharmony. It can be where you think something was one way, she tells you no, it was never like that. So I do see some uncomfortable times with her, but I also see there is some sort of discussion about money, or let's say that your father or your grandfather or somebody left some sort of inheritance or retirement money. There is some sort of entitlement kind of discussion going on here. But the relationship is very rocky and up and down. So if you decide to sit down and say, let's talk openly and honestly, when you said this or when you did this, this is how I felt. Yeah. So down here with your mum, we have the fun and enjoyment. Let's go out and have some dinner here. Oh, this is my favorite food. Oh, do you like eating that? So I don't know what this connection is that you're doing. I don't know if you haven't seen your mother for a long time or you parted bad ways. She's trying to make things nice here. There is some talk about somebody that crossed over. I'm feeling male energy. I'm seeing father and son or brothers or something like that. So it can be uncle, grandfather. But there's something to do with male energy, flirty energy, someone that had a little bit too much fun at somebody else's expense. Something to do with drugs, alcohol, all of that sort of stuff is sitting here as well. But I do see that in the end, this would turn out being a good thing for both of you. This is where she talks about plans of making changes in the right way and changes of what you're doing in your life, what she's doing in her life, and movement forward. There could be talk of, if she lives at a distance from you, she might be talking about, why don't you pack up and come and live where I am? Or she might be talking about packing up and coming and living where you are. Or it might be talking about your brother, your father, whatever. So it does look like there's some sort of plan of where to go in the future. There is a big presence of somebody that's crossed over in this reading. So I don't know if it's her husband, her father, there's some sort of male energy of some loss here. Something to do with September 9, 18 and 27, or February the 2nd, the 4th, 22, 99. Those numbers mean something to somebody on the other side. And when I said February and I said 2nd or 4th, it doesn't mean February the 2nd or the 4th. It can be, or it can be the 2nd of September or the 9th of February. So anyway, those numbers mean something in this reading. I think it will be up and down. There will be times where you might think, oh, I shouldn't have done this. I want her to go home now. Because I do feel there are some touchy things that you two need to talk about. There is some frustration and anger coming off your side of things. And just hang on a sec. I'm just going to pause the clock. Hang on a sec. I've just got to answer this. All right, let's keep going. Sorry about that, Katie. Just had to reply to that message there. It's been waiting. All right, so let's get some more information on your mum visiting you or staying with you. All right. And then after this one, we have Carol. So Carol, get ready with your message. Guys, I might be going offline soon. So the free list, I'm not going to get to do all of those people on that free list, unfortunately. I know that you have been waiting. We'll see how we go. I'm going to close everything now. So Rocky's World, yes, do your donation now. That will be the last one for the day. So I'm going to close all things. Just wait around for your free reading. I will try and get them done. But there's something, I just need to get offline. All right, Katie and her mum. Okay, so this is good. This is family connection. This is apologies or working out things from the past, talking about other family members or fun times in the past. I do feel there may be, from your side of it, I feel like you might jump to conclusions or you might say something out of turn. And then we've got this Five of Swords energy where some things you might just go quiet because you've got 5 and 5 here. Again, I feel like there's energy coming in from someone on the other side. There's someone that she feels that you put too much positivity in that wasn't really that kind of a person. So I don't know if he's going to have discussions about somebody that was in your life, a male. There's a lot of male energy in this reading. This is about fun and friendship and making decisions for the future together. I do feel it would be a good thing. I do feel there are things you need to talk about with each other. But I do feel she also might, let's say that you really admired or adored your father and that her and your father had massive problems or something like that. That could be like a bit of a thorn between the two of you, that you think so highly of a particular individual and she doesn't. And that could be a little bit of a problem. Anyway, that's what we have there. Thank you again for your donation, Katie. So let's just have a look. Let's just have a look at the Lenormand. Oh, I wish Rhonda was here. As soon as I looked up at my clock, it's on 147. It's like a message to me telling me, yep, something that I'm thinking in my mind. It's telling me the answer is yes. Some people are just out to test other people, I'm sure of it. I can't wait for the karma train to hit certain people that I know. All right, Katie, sorry, private information coming out of my mouth while I'm shuffling. Let me just shuffle again for you there. Last messages for Katie and her mother. I don't want that energy of what I'm thinking about going in your reading. Katie and her mum's visit. Show me the last messages. See that? That was happy home. That was good. Okay. This is all about beautiful, seeing, you might see your eyes in her or your hair or something. So this is seeing that you're both talented and beautiful and got strength there. Very feminine energy. There is some discussion about possessions, money, something like that. Sorry, Julie. No. Hang on. What am I doing here? I'm getting really confused. This is Katie and your mum visiting, right? K is the... I just looked up and thought I was reading the wrong person. We do have the cutting off the anchor. So something that might be pulling you down, something that might be dead, gone, can't fix it, need to cut that anchor. And this can be talking about somebody that needs to get off their ass and do something. So you might have a bit of a laugh about somebody. There's also some invitation about going somewhere with your mum. So anyway, that's what I'm getting there, Katie. Sorry for the confusion there. Something's got me a little bit flustered at the moment. So let's just do a yes and no to finish off the reading. Now you paid for one yes and no at the end, didn't you? All right, 1, 2, 3. Katie has a question in her mind. Is the answer yes or no? Plus last messages for her about her question today. Last messages for Katie, please. Okay, your answer is no, yes, and maybe. When I get that, we'll just cut the deck. We got more of a yes, okay. You're being told that you might need to let something go. You might need to walk away from something coming up. You're also being told about growth and understanding and things starting to make sense. Also, some truth might be coming out. from your mum, from you. But this is a nice card here. And then you've been told to look at what's the other reasons that this happened or that was said or whatever. So always explore that there's not, when you have two people that have an argument, there's his version, her version, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. So that's what I feel the adjacent possibilities is. Don't just jump to conclusions that it must be this way, that there could be other options out there. But thank you again, Katie. Up next we have K, which is Carol. Let me just check my PayPal to see. Let me just check it. All right. Sorry about that, Kay. I'm just got a conversation going on here. I've got to answer this for work. Okay, Kay. Oh, and we've also got Rocky with a mini reading after. So yours, Kay, yours is a mini with, I'm going to do 2 yes and no's at the end of it. I'm going to give you an extra little bit of time on your mini reading. So instead of setting the clock for 4 minutes and then wrapping it up, I'm going to set the clock for 5 minutes and then wrap it up and give you a yes and no at the end. So what are Emon's intentions towards me? Just hang on a sec. I've just got to get something. Hang on a sec. Sorry about this, guys. All right, let me set the clock. I'm going to set this clock because the other one's not working properly. We'll set it for 5 and pause it. Right. Here we go for Carol. Okay, Carol, let's get on to yours. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to sort some things out for work. I've got a private reading I've got to do tomorrow, so I had to get that sorted. What is Eamon's intentions towards me? So what's going on for Eamon? I've never seen that name before, Carol. All right, so what's going on between Eamon and let me just write down Rocky. Rocky paid for a mini. Okay, so we've done Julie, we've done Katerina. Now we're doing Carol. All right, let's start the clock, and here we go. You can donate for the second one, yes, but I will be going offline as soon as I've got these done, and I'll try and do a couple of the people. Lisa, can we just confirm who's still here? And Ashley, can you just confirm who's on that free list that's still here and get their questions ready? Tell them to get ready with their questions. If they're not here, cross them off the list, please. Okay, so how does Eamon feel? What's his intentions and how does he feel about Carol? He's got a lot of stress and stuff going on to do with work, responsibilities, all of that. It's like he has no time. But there is love and affection there. We got love and affection, and we got stuff that normally this reading I'm looking at right now, it's normally about a pregnancy, a baby boy, baby girl, hospital, the proud father. So it's kind of like how his intentions or whatever, it's like a baby that grows. It's like something that's growing. But I do see this as somebody that's got a lot of workload or stress or other people telling him what to do or family responsibilities. And I do feel an anger for some reason with his reading. So let me just see. I've got Taylor on my list up there as number 4. And I did say, like, you know, hang around, and then when I get to the free list, Taylor is on my list as number 4, Lisa. So, yeah, and people, you know, they knew I was doing readings for 10 minutes, you know, so they went off and did their own thing. But as long as they're here now, when I'm getting to the free list, that's okay. All right, wow, Carol, what the hell? What has happened between you and Eamon? I just feel like there's some sort of stress in your mind about the past and trying to have a new beginning with this person. I don't know if there was a breakup between him and somebody else or you and him. There's been some sort of time apart, but this is like stressing yourself out about trust and betrayal and then wanting this new beginning thing. Then down here, down here we have the making firm decisions. This just looks like business stuff. It looks like this person's very, very stressed and he's throwing himself into his work and what he has to do, and it's not giving time for a connection with you. You stopped talking 5 years ago and he's just recently reached out. Well, it looks like he's been through something very dark, very hard. This 4 would be where he reached out, and this is you worried about what will this connection be if we got back together again, because this is just looking like something that caused you a lot of pain here. But this is showing me somebody that's been working hard, been stressing out. Some things have come to an end for him. I don't know if he was in some other relationship for the last, how long did you say? He lied to you, you blocked him, and then he called and apologised. But how long did you say you weren't together? It's been 5 years. Has he been with somebody else for 5 years? Because it looks to me like somebody who's just gone through a divorce, a breakup, very angry, very bitter. And so they're reaching out to something else. But this here is where he's making plans for his future. He's juggling what he's going to be doing. And he's just feeling like he wants to get out there and explore the world and start something. I don't know whether these intentions are good intentions or not. I do see that you're stressing about them. Okay, the buzz is going already. So let's just quickly look here. What was bottom of the deck here? Yeah, this is connection. There could be happiness in that down the track. Just give it slow and steady. I wouldn't be jumping into anything too quickly with this person. Just see slowly how these things unfold. I know it's been 5 years, but I would just be seeing how this all unfolds at the moment. Just lots of talking, slow growth and things like that. But I do see there's something very black around him. He may have actually lost somebody. Somebody may have died in the family or something like that, or lost his job. But I do see either a lot of stress or anger or something that happened there. This is for Kay, Carol, and Iman. All right. Stormy clouds will clear. The confusion will settle down. You just need to put on the right face at the right time. So if you feel that things are not going the right way, you need to just process the moment. There is something about wishes coming true, so there would be some nice things coming up between you and him. But there's also annoying stuff there, and it's something to do with the past. It could be people from the past. It could be, there's something from the past that's jumping in there. All right, I need to get offline. So I've just got to, I'll do a quick yes and no for you in your mind. Okay, so just think of a question in your mind there, Carol, okay? Just think of a question in your mind. Don't type it on the screen. And then up next we have Rocky. Rocky, can you put your question on the screen again, please? Unless it's in PayPal, just let me know it's in PayPal if it is. Really, Chris, thank you. Welcome back. I was closing things off. So we could do a 10-minute one or something like that, Chris. I don't want to do 2 more. And I do want to do a couple of the people that have been waiting on the free list, and I want to get offline. I'm feeling a bit over the top with something at the moment. So anyway, yes and no for you, Carol. Sorry, Carol. Let's finish this reading off. Okay, Carol, your answer is yes, yes, and yes. Okay, so you have the angel of balance coming in. Things will feel right and good. You have the goddess of the moon. To me, that's like where people are looking at you, people are desiring you. It's also the phases of the moon as well, and it can be a very romantic kind of card. So that's another message there for you. But you're also being told about rest and rejuvenate. So when you need to step back from this person, or when you need to process stuff, you need to let that person tell them, I need time. Okay, so that's what we have there. Anyway, thank you, Carol. Sorry for the delay. I've just got other things going on my phone, trying to sort them out. All right, so Rocky is up next. Rocky, will Roberta ask to move in with me? Let me just check the PayPal. Okay, you've paid for 2 minis, is it? Or it looks like you've paid for 2 minis. Is that what we're doing? You're doing 2 questions? Okay, that's your second question there. Okay, so first question is, let me just scroll back. How will Wednesday go between you and Roberto? Question number 2, will Roberto move it? I'll just leave it back there so I can see the 2 questions. And let me just set the clock again. Thank you for the 2 donations. Hang on, I need to go and turn everything off so that no more people are paying or coming into the room. Turn that off, turn that off, turn that off, and turn that on. There's something I need to block on here as well, so I'm going to have to look that up to see how I do that. I'm not happy about that. Anyway, I had some comment the other day on one of my readings, so I decided to turn comments off on my yes and no. So if you're wondering why you can't comment on the yes and no, it's because of one person's comment that I thought, okay, I'll just turn comments off. I don't need to see shit like that. All right, so we're looking at your first question. So this is a mini. All right, a mini. All right, let's just pause. All right, so first question, how will Wednesday go between you and Roberto? Get ready with a yes and no question in your mind when I get to the end of the first mini, and then your second question at the end of the... Actually, I'll do your yes and no, top and bottom, at the end of the second question, okay? All right, here we go. Show me how things are going to go for... I'll say your name in my mind with Roberto. So I'm quiet at the moment, guys, because I'm thinking about her real name. How will things go on Wednesday? Very up and down, lots of conversations. Some things that need to be talked about might not be talked about. There could be a little bit of a frustrating energy, but there's a lot of love here. There's a soulmate connection here. There's you looking at him as a young, vibrant soulmate connection, and he sees you the same way, but then you've got this support-based thing sitting in the future. So this would be long-term commitment. How's this thing all going to unfold? I also see anything that has been difficult turning into something more productive. I see talks of travel, plans, movement, new jobs, money, some sort of projects, things like that. So I see it as being up and down. A little bit of sadness is in there, something to do with a parent or a grandparent. There may be some sort of discussion on that. Even children as well. Down here, I do see where there's something that you need to realise, or he needs to realise, that there's no going back over whatever that was. It's done. It can't be changed. It happened. It came to the end of its cycle. So I think you might both agree that something is done in a certain area of your lives. It might be a job, it might be a friendship that you had with other people, it might be some sort of club that you went to or whatever. So I do feel there's some sort of decision making going on. What I'm not seeing, apart from the Jack of Hearts, I'm not seeing any hearts. I'm seeing all diamonds and working. So this is usually like 2 people having a work get together, having a meeting. It's like on Wednesday, if it's just you and him, it looks like it's more than just you and him. It just looks like there's a lot of people all around. It might be noisy. But then we've got some solid movement about commitment in the future. All your future cards are saying working at commitment. So your question was, how will it go between the 2 of you? There are some touchy moments. There are some things that have to be talked about. But once you do it, it's like a relief. It's like, I really need to talk about this one thing, and let's get it out on the table. Let's talk about it. I'm noticing that there is a super chat there. Okay, I did close everything off, but I can't turn that off. I can't turn it off until I come online again. Let's just add some more information because the buzz is going here. How will Wednesday go for Roberto and Raquel? Top and bottom. Yeah, talking about journeys, setting sail. This is nice. We've got the soulmate card and then we've got the truth and honesty card sitting here. This is the guy that wants to put his arm around you, wants to make everything better again, wants to be there and stay there and be stable. So I like those two energies for Wednesday. So it's looking pretty good, but you might need to talk about things. And if it feels like it's very stiff, like the conversation's very stark and not loving and romantic, maybe you need to try and throw that in there, because it's kind of like two people talking about everything but what they really want to talk about. But at the end of it, it's like movement, moving forward, new job, new place, moving in, and making a firm commitment. But you're talking about the hard work and efforts that you're going to have to put in to get there. I won't do the tarots because it's a mini reading and I've spent a lot of time on the poker deck. So we'll do the yes and no at the end of the second question. Your second question was, that was how will Wednesday go? Will Roberto asking, oh, well, you had the movement cards in that card. That can be signing contracts and talking about the money and how much it will cost and moving you across. So I was actually seeing that in the first question. So, okay, let's set the clock again. Will Roberto ask Rocky to move in? Will Roberto ask to move in with Rocky? Okay, I'm going to say your name in my head and I'm going to go quiet. Will Roberto... Do you want him to move in? Because the black seven's telling me like it's not the right time. This is talking about commitment, being together every day, living in the same household together. This is where you're worried about what another person thinks, or he's worried about what somebody else thinks about that. This is also where you're not talking too much about everything you need to talk about. It can be where either him or you are not really saying what you need to say. We do have this love, soulmate connection, long-term, but this can be about a distance, like how the distance doesn't work, or how he lives there, you live here, and with his job and your job, and like it's sort of like the complications about if you were to live together. But is he going to ask about moving in with you or things like that? I feel like that conversation will come up, but I'm wondering whether who's the one saying that the timing's not ready or something's not ready for you to do that. So, it might be where you actually say that, have you ever thought about moving in with me? And then that conversation starts. But I'm just wondering about that. If that was a red 7, what have we got at the bottom? We got the contract thing. So this could be to do with work. Yeah, this is like work and movement and travel. So if his job is closer to where he currently lives and he's going to have to travel an extra 20 minutes, an extra 30 minutes from if he moved in with you, or vice versa, that could be a problem. But I also feel that somebody else has got something to say about that. His mother, his father, your boss. Got cards spitting out all over the place. Okay, financially it would be a great thing to move in together. We got the soulmate connection, together forever, and we got the engagement ring or the marriage and commitment. So it does look like there's going to be definitely a discussion, going to talk about the pros and the cons of living together. But I do feel either you or him are worried about what somebody else would think about that. So if he's currently sharing rent with somebody or living with his parents, he's worried about when he can do the move. Maybe there's some sort of responsibility he has where he is right now. So he says, I want to do this, but let's plan to do it in February, because we got double twos sitting here. So maybe we got triple twos, actually. Triple twos is very lucky. And we got the contract upside down. So there may be, let's say he rents a place on his own, he may have to wait till another so many months before his contract runs out or his lease runs out and something like that. He may have some sort of responsibility to something else, or you maybe have something like that. Anyway, let's do your yes and no, 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom for your 2 questions. Just think about them in your mind, Rocky, and let me scroll down and see what's been happening. We'll do your questions in a sec. What's happening with Chris? Yeah, I need to get offline, Chris, so I will do what I always do for you. I'll do yours in WhatsApp. So just put your questions on PayPal or in WhatsApp, and I promise I'll get that done probably today. I should get it done today, but I do need to get offline, and somebody's done a super chat. Who did a super chat? Floyd. Floyd Samuel has paid me $10 US. I'll get to that in a minute. So that's over here on Super Chat. Now, $10 US, it's $14 US for a detailed reading with a question and a couple of 2 questions at the end of it, yes and no. And it's $7 US for a mini read. So you've paid 10. So instead of doing 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I'm going to do 7 minutes plus 2 questions, okay, with what you've paid there. The payment through Super Chat, I think you're new here. I'm not sure if I've seen you before, Floyd. I think I have, actually. Yeah, the payment in Super Chat, they actually take 30% off me. That's why it's more expensive than PayPal. PayPal's 11 or 6 US. Super Chat is 7 or 14 US for mini or more detailed. So we're just going to put you in there, and I'll need your questions soon. Actually, I'll need it now. And with Really Chris, I'll do yours over at what I always do. I'll do yours on WhatsApp. Gosh, I couldn't even think then. See, I'm getting tired now, guys. Okay, let's just finish this off for Rocky. 1, 2, 3. Rocky, think about a yes and no for question number 1, and think about a question number 2. Yes and no. Rocky has 2 questions in her mind. I'm just going to think of your name, and I'm going to ask this in my head. Top 3 cards are messages to finish her reading. I'm going to give you that, as well as a yes or a no. What is the answer? First question, top 3 cards, and bottom 3 cards. What is the answer to her second question, plus messages she needs to hear? Okay, here we go. This dropped out as a message for you. This is about growth and sun and something coming to light here. This here is telling me no and no. We have something to do with someone lying, being deceitful, deception, and we also have you stressing and worrying about things. But then we have the first chakra. We have a beautiful Archangel Michael with the grounding and the solid and the good feelings there. Yeah, so I'm getting more of a no about your first question, Rocky. I think it's a matter of timing and stuff. It's like today it's no, tomorrow it's definitely yes, and then the next day it's no again. So this is like an up and down kind of question. Anyway, that's what I get for the first question. Hopefully that made sense to you. Your second question in the bottom of the deck, we have we have a yes. Okay, Rocky, whatever your second question was you're thinking about in your mind. I'm sorry, I'm getting very, very tired right now, guys. It's like suddenly I've been hit with the tired stick and I need to go to bed and lay down. It happened to me the last couple of days where as soon as I hit around lunchtime or 1 o'clock, I'm just going boom and I'm going really flat. It's an emotional thing as well. So, but the answer is yes, Rocky, to your second question. We have the second chakra. This can be all about fertility, sex, fun, family connections, history, DNA. But yeah, we got a yes there. We've got taking that journey. It's time to take that journey. This can be a journey in your mind. It can be a journey in real time. But that's a yes there as well. And then we got the angel of love here. So this can be love for yourself, looking after yourself, but it also can be giving love to somebody or receiving love at the same time. But beautiful energy there. Anyway, thank you, Rocky, for your double question. Sorry for my vagueness and my off and on what's going on here. I started off okay, and then I've just got worse and worse as the day's gone on. So that was Rocky. I don't know. Let me just check PayPal just to finish off. Crystal. Okay, Crystal. So really, Chris, I'm going to be doing your reading over at WhatsApp. And okay, so my PayPal is finished for the day. No more PayPal donations. I am finished. So lastly, we've got Floyd. Floyd, you were asking, you want to know about you and your wife. I'm not going to do a numbers reading thing because the numbers reading thing is $14 US if you're using Super Chat. So I don't really need the numbers thing. So she is... Hang on, who's who? You're Sam? Which one's Casey and which one's Sam? So you're Samuel and that's Casey? Casey, because Casey can be male or female name as well. Sam can be male or female as well. So I'm assuming that... Which one is August and which one is on March? So you're August and she's March. So you just want a reading about will things work out between you and your wife, Casey? I'm assuming it's Casey, is it? Let me just confirm what's going on here. And everybody that's on the free list, what have we got on the free list, Ashley? What's happening on the free list today? I didn't end up needing to do the numbers thing for you today, Ashley, because we had a numbers reading come up quite quickly today. The only reason I want to do moderators numbers thing is for demonstration live for free. Casey is the wife and Casey is March. So that makes Casey a January's Cap, Aqua, Aries. So she's an Aries and you're a Leo. So we got Aries and Leo. Okay. All right, so we're doing, what am I going to set it for? It's not 10. I'm going to set it for 8. No, I'll set it for 7. I'll set it for 7. Customize. We'll set it for 7. The numbers thing wouldn't be really good for what you're asking anyway, because the numbers things would just show me what you two are like together, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. It won't really show me what the outcome's going to be. It just shows me whether you two match or you don't match and what causes problems and what can make it better. So we'll have a look at a normal reading for you for that. Okay, so here we go. Samuel and Casey, will things work out? Will Samuel and his wife Casey work things out? What's going to happen between Casey and Samuel? Show me what's going to happen. Casey, Samuel relationship. Okay, in the beginning for Casey, she's showing you a big fat, that's it. It's like somebody that's saying, that's it. You're showing up as you and her here. You're getting opinions from other people. You're trying to work out what to do, where you're going to go. But you've showed the separation card as well. So she's showing that she's had enough, or you've had enough, and you're showing that you're worried that that's it, it's done. But over here, I'm seeing a different story. I'm seeing something that's not completely broken. I'm seeing a soulmate couple that do love each other very, very much. I'm just seeing that at times it's been where things could be really, really good, and then where feels like something's just not right. Will things work out? I'm feeling like eventually it might work out. I do see that she might want to just do the exploration of friendship zone. She may need time where she just needs to be on her own, figure out who she is without you, and you figure out who you are without her. But I do feel that she might want to connect with other people. I'm not talking about having affairs or things like that. I just feel like she wants friendships and connection, and she just wants to throw herself into work or daily life or whatever, and she's trying to just put that to rest and go, that's it, I've done everything I can do, now I'm going to focus on me. So I do feel she's focusing on herself here, and I do feel she's got the help of either family members or close friends that are trying to tell her, you need to do what's right for you and for others, but you need to focus on you. Over here with you, I feel like you're also going and asking, what do people think? Well, you're coming here for a reading, seeing what's going to happen between the two of you. When I look at the relationship itself, let's put more focus on that. I like this because this is two people that were meant to go on this journey. I do see that it used to be beautiful. This used to be doing things together, happiness together, liking the same music, the same food. Something went wrong. Either you or Casey stepped outside of the square and started doing something totally different to what you normally do. So maybe she never, I don't know, maybe she never drank orange juice in her life, and then all of a sudden she starts acting differently and drinking orange juice, and you're like, hang on, what's going on here? Or vice versa, maybe you started acting differently. But this to me looks like hanging with the right people, going together with the right people, hanging with the wrong crowd, and getting influenced by this wrong crowd. So I'm not sure which one of you has done this, or which both of you may have done this, but this is showing both of you are seeing that the relationship's got lots of problems, but it's not done. It's not done. With that card sitting there. Samuel and Casey, please. Samuel and Casey, what's going to happen with this relationship? Samuel and Casey, top 3 cards and bottom 3 cards. Samuel and Casey. Okay, either you or Casey or both of you are in the process of analysing what went on. She's deciding what she thinks is true and what she thinks is a lie. You're doing the same kind of thing. She's deciding where she wants to work, where she wants to live, what she wants to do. So are you. Okay, so you're in that process. There is the temptation to go down the wrong path. There is showing toxic behavior that has gone on between the two of you. I don't know if you're giving it to her, she's giving it to you. But there is definitely this obsession, toxicity, possible lies and deception there. We do have the Queen of Cups here. This is usually somebody that wants to be healing and happy and family orientated. I'm assuming that's Casey. It may be the way you see her, that you're missing her, you're wanting this back. Here we've got where both of you are going to come to some firm, solid decisions. I'm not going to lie, there are going to be battles on their way. This is where you need to stand your ground, have your say, and get it out. You need to apologise if you've got to. She needs to apologise if she's got to. You need to get the truth out on the table and have the discussion. There is somebody overseeing all of this. Now, this could be spirit energy that's watching what's going on, telling you to confront each other, confront the fears, confront the past, confront the negativity. We do have making a solid connection for the future. Is that you two coming back together? I hope so. I hope that it's going to get back on track, but I don't see it's going to happen really quickly. I see that this is going to go on for some time. This up and down, this silent treatment and then happiness and then silent treatment and then happiness. It's like she knows something and she doesn't want to say anything about it, or she's disappointed, or the same thing with you. You know something but you won't say it, or you're disappointed and you're just like, oh, nothing surprises me anymore. It's that sort of energy. How's this clock going? All right. More on Casey and Samuel. More on Casey and Samuel. More on Casey and Samuel. All right. I don't know if something's gone on with phones, emails, text messaging, sites, being online on sites or something like that. But this is communication going on, stuff going backwards and forwards between two people. And it's planning for the future there. You do have heavy burdens here, Samuel. You do have this bridge where you're trying to get over there. You're trying to get there with Casey and be on that bridge again. But at the moment, both of you are lost. Both of you don't really know what's in the other person's head. So all I can suggest is that you sit down, instead of asking other people or saying, what do you think? Or what did she say to you? Or her doing that. You two need to sit down and say, I'm very confused about blah, blah, blah. And this is what I want. We are taking a chance here. This is telling me taking a chance. There are going to be some things that annoy you, that annoy her. There's probably stuff in the past held on to either by you or Casey. But this is your final card for today, and it's showing the stork. The stork brings the baby, brings the newness, something new on the horizon. I've got high hopes for this for you and Casey. Samuel, it does look like with a lot of hard work and some talking and some understanding and giving each other space as well, space to heal and work out what you both want and then come together again. I feel like you could have a new beginning around the corner for the two of you, but it's not going to happen like that. Okay? That's what we have there for you today, Floyd, Samuel. And now we'll just do a yes and no for you for the end of the reading. The clock's been buzzing on my wrist. Yeah, I wasn't sure to do about your reading because of the payment was short for a mega reading and the payment was too much for a mini reading. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed that and it's gave you some sort of clarity. So just think about a yes and no. Actually, just for you, Floyd, I'm going to do 2 yes and no's. One at the top, one at the bottom, okay? Because you've paid an in-between payment. So Floyd's thinking about, Samuel is thinking about a question. Question number 1 is at the top and question number 2 at the bottom. Here we go. Here we go, Samuel. Question number 1, yes, yes, yes. You have balance needs to come back. You need to rest and restore and rejuvenate. That's for you, for her. And your last message is all about sexual desire. It also can be about family and commitment and long-term journeys together. This can be children, grandparents, the whole lot. And this is all about looking over your past, about where your future is going to go. Anyway, that's what you have there. And your second question to finish off your reading. We have yes and yes, but we have a no or a maybe sitting there. We have this temple thing. This can be about prayer, meditation, focus. It also can be about a journey that you want to go on. We do have the happy families underneath the rainbow here. So this is nice, positive energy here. But we do have this walking away, but this is where somebody walks away, but they're looking back. So they're not really sure. They want to walk away, but they're looking back. So this is where somebody's not ready yet. They're even holding on to the gatepost. So if they were going to walk away, they'd have their head turned at the future, they'd have their bag in their hand, and they'd just be walking. But this card is actually showing somebody that they say they want to walk away, or they say that they're done, but they're not, because they're holding on and they're looking back. Okay, so that's what we've got for you today, Floyd. Thank you for your super chat donation. Next time, if you do come online and you do have PayPal, I'd really appreciate if you do it through PayPal. It's actually cheaper through PayPal, as well as it's better for me because I get more of the $11 than I do through super chat. Okay, so that's the paid readings are all done, and we need to do Chris on WhatsApp. Okay, so let's get on to the free readings, and then I'm out of here, guys. No more readings, no more people on the free list. Everything is closed now, so let's get everybody that's been waiting. Thank you for your patience. Taiwo is up first. I seen his question there. Ashley, can you get your question on there? And Taylor, get your questions. Everybody start putting your questions in order, please. Will the finances be better? And Ashley, I've got Ashley's question and I've got Taiwo's question. I want Taylor and Meh. I want their two questions up next, please, Lisa or Ashley. Thank you. Okay, so will the finances get better for Taiwo by the end of this year? Taiwo wants to know, will the finances be better by the end of the year? Yes, they will. And I'm laughing because the door to value come here. This is all the money exploding out of the doorway. You've got the thinking woman here. So this could be something like you putting your head together with somebody else about a business plan or about getting a promotion or things like that. You might also be sitting there with a pen and paper working out how much money do I need to spend on the television? How much money do I need to spend on food? Like it's doing some sort of run around with the money. You've got community here. This is like getting together with people and working on the same agenda. And then you've got the door to value, but you've got yes, yes, yes. So hopefully my cards are correct and you've got that happening by the end of the year. So thank you for waiting around, Taiwo. You were the very first person online today. All right, so Taiwo is done. Now, I will be online tomorrow, so everybody I'm reading right now will not get a free reading tomorrow, but you're welcome to come online and do a donation reading. Okay, so up next we have Ashley. Ashley said, does Norman have the feelings for you? Ashley, if you're online tomorrow, Mama B will probably be here and I'll do that number thing on her. If nobody's paid and you're online early, I will do the number thing and we could look at you and Norman together if you want me to. I'm not promising anything because people could start paying straight away and I won't get that reading done. But yeah, I'd like to do a demonstration on the numbers reading in case people want to buy that kind of numerology reading. Okay, so does Norman have feelings for Ashley? And we'll do a couple of extra cards because you're my moderator. Okay, yes he does, but he keeps things in the dark sometimes. We have this blossoming abundance, so he thinks a lot about you. And he's trying to strategize the future. So he's trying to work out where the future's going. I think if it was you, I think you told me that Norman wasn't well, that Norman had something wrong, some illness or something. So he might try and work out what's best for you, what's best for him, all of that sort of thing. But I'm getting a yes there, that he does have good feelings for you. We'll just give you Lenormand. We'll give you top and bottom Lenormand. Messages for Ashley, please. And I'm just looking, where's my new decks? Oh, somebody desires you. If it's not Norman, somebody sees you and they want to know you. And this is, you've got something coming up about going out. This could be a wedding, it can be a promotion, it can be a birthday party, but there's some beautiful enjoyment thing coming up. But there's a lot of people admiring you, wanting to know you, but that can also be Norman sees you as this beautiful person inside and out. So that's a nice message there. And one of these for you, Ashley, for today. Christian, my moderator. You have, it's now a lucky time for you. You got the rabbit spirit. You got 4 and 9. 4 and 9 is 13, which is a 4. This is all about learning, new jobs, new decisions coming up. You might be doing some sort of project. You've also got something that you're going to bring to an end coming up soon. You've got female energy there too. You might be getting news about somebody that's pregnant having a baby girl. Anyway, thank you so much, Ashley, for all your help today. All right. Up next, what do we have? So that was Ashley. On my list, I've got Anna, but on the other list, we've got Taylor and Meh. Have we got the questions there or not? Taylor, there's Taylor's question, and there's Meh. Okay, thank you, girls. All right, Taylor, will Edward put in the effort in the connection? Will Edward put in the effort with the connection to Taylor? Is Edward, so Anna's gone, is she? Let me cross her out. Taylor, will Edward be putting in the efforts towards this connection? And then Meh, you're up next. After this, we've got Fofina and Vita I have on my list. So Fofina and Vita, can we have your questions up on the screen ready? This is yes, yes, yes. And we even have the man holding the heart. Now, Taylor, when you're dealing with men, it's my experience, and not just mine, friends of mine, family members, and that men float very, very differently to what they feel is their best efforts in all sorts of things. And what you're wanting might be 8 out of 10 with something, and he puts in 3 out of 10 in your eyes. That might be the best he can do. But that's showing me that, yes, he loves you. He's willing to go the long yards. The garden and the gate is someone standing here contemplating the future about what they want to do. And then door to spirit. Spirit's trying to guide both of you down this path. But they're beautiful cards for any kind of relationship between two people. Really nice, because this is where you stand in the garden and you're looking at the gate and you're deciding where you're going to go in life. But I'm getting a nice yes there about that relationship between you and Edward. Hopefully my cards are 100% correct for you. All right, and thank you for waiting around all day. I know it's been a long time for people waiting. I was only coming online for 2 hours when I first turned this on, and I've ended up with so many donations, which I really appreciate. Tomorrow I do have an appointment in the afternoon, and I also have a private reading coming to my home. I have a client coming to my home for a reading tomorrow, so I might not be online very long at all tomorrow. All right, so here we go. Meh is next. Will there be any form of communication between the Libra and you? I think your name's Karen, isn't it? Will there be any kind of communication for Meh and her Libra person? Is there communication coming from the Libra to Meh? Yes. Hopefully my cards are correct here. This is really nice energy here, Meh. We have the 7th chakra. Your spirits, your guides, they're trying to tell you where to go, what to do. Open your eyes, open your ears. They're also probably working on your Libra at this time. We do have a community get-together kind of thing coming up, so I don't know if this is a family thing, just simple thing like going shopping and running into this person. And we also have the Angel of Love, but these energies are yes, yes, yes. Very positive energy here. So hopefully your Libra is going to come forward. We are going into Libra star sign. So I think it starts on the 20th, or the 21st is, no, 21st is Virgo. I think the 22nd is beginning of Libra. So we are going into the Libra star sign phase. So maybe this person's going to have a party or something. Maybe you get an invite, or maybe you hear from this person because of their birthday, or maybe you simply send out a birthday wish to your Libra. Anyway, we get a nice yes there, nice cards there for you, meh. Okay, so that's meh. Up next on my list, I've got Fofina. Fofina, you posted above. And Vita is still here. Okay, Fofina, your question was above. Where is it, Fofina? I'm scrolling back trying to find it. Okay, does your love think about Does your love, that starts with I, think about you? It might be better putting their star sign, I the Leo, or I the Virgo, or whatever. Anyway, we'll ask it that way. Fafina wants to know if I is thinking about her. Is I, her love, thinking about her now? Does I think about Fafina? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, they do. We have that they're trying to balance their life. They're trying to get something in order here. But this is where they could think of that you balance them out as well. There's some sort of victory and success going on around this person that starts with the letter I. I don't know if they're being successful in their job, in their sporting, or whatever. But there's some sort of victory card here. But that is a yes in answer to the question. And we also have new beginnings and the sun and the truth finally coming out as well. So there's something about truth there in that reading. Anyway, I get a yes there, Fofina. And thank you for you waiting for your little mini yes and no at the end of it. Okay, all right. So Vita, Vita, yes, you're next. Does Ima talk with his mother about you? Okay. So I had on my list Isha, I'm Pretty, and Rumesa. Who is left on the list that you guys have here? We have Isha, I'm Pretty, and Rumesa. Okay, we have the same people. So Isha, I'm Pretty, and Rumesa, please post your questions now because I am done. Okay? So Vita, does Ima talk with his mother about Vita? Does Ima sit and talk with his mother about Vita? Yes, yes, yes. This is fears and doubts and insecurities. This would be community. This is three people getting together, family getting together, having a chit chat about things, about life. Very feminine energy here as well. This is also thoughts and feelings. So they talk about how you feel or how you cope with things, or what's the journey, what's the future going to be. They could also talk about how smart you are. So I don't know if you're a doctor or if you work in a restaurant or whatever it is you do, but they might talk about things that you do as far as work, study, all of that sort of stuff goes. But yes, this is a definite yes here. I am thinking this card's about you, that sometimes you sit around and you have anxiety attacks about what's going on in Ima's world. But yeah, you're getting a yes answer here about that they do have conversations about you. I think it's good conversations. They may talk about the fact that you get anxiety or you get very nervous or stress or something like that. Okay, so that's Vita. Isha will Choo get engaged with Faith soon? Will Choo and Faith be engaged soon? Will Choo and Faith be engaged soon? Thank you so much, Lisa and Gypsy. I owe you guys one. Sorry you didn't get on the list today, but I really need to go. But when I'm on tomorrow, if you girls wanted to pop in, I will slot you into the list. I'm only going to put 7 on the list. I am waiting for, I promised Mama B about a numerology, but she's obviously busy, so she didn't get on today. But yeah, I've promised her one, and Ashley, I also promised that I would look at hers. So the same goes for you. Lisa, I've already looked at yours, didn't I? And Gypsy, if you wanted me to look at your numbers. But yeah, when I get online tomorrow, if I get online tomorrow, that's a big if at this stage. Yeah, I'll just take 7 on the list, and if you girls turn up, I'll put you in the list, okay? Because I owe you one for helping out. All right, so will Choo Choo and Faith be getting engaged soon? What strange name, Choo Choo. This is yes, yes, yes. Look at this, family. Family, children, the rainbow. This is the temple. You could see this is the church or the temple where they get married. The family that they create, but you got to be patient. You got the patient card here. It will happen when it's meant to happen, but it's also got like the Ace of Pentacles sitting on this card. So I'm going to give you a yes on that it's coming. It's coming. The engagement is coming. All right. I'm Pretty and Rumesa. What have we got for you guys? Will Yasa contact I'm Pretty soon? Will Yasa contact I'm Pretty soon? And lastly, we got Rumesa to finish off the readings. Will Yasa be contacting I'm Pretty soon? Will Yasa be contacting I'm Pretty soon? This is yes, yes, yes. I've even wrote yes at the top of the card. We have the trust in your intuition, the signs and everything you're being shown here. We're also being shown a card to do with money and work and things like that. So I don't know if this person you're asking about is really busy with work and paying bills and just too tired to think. But that's a yes as well. It's positive. And then we've got the angel of love here. So this is where your guides, your angel, your spirit, whatever it is you believe in, they're trying to make this connection happen. But yeah, I'm seeing good things there with you and that person. Also, if you're looking for a job or a promotion or something, I'm Pretty, I'd be doing that right now because there's something there about promotion and money and that around you. All right, lastly, we have Rumesa. What is Rumesa's question? Or is Rumesa not here? Oh, there it is. Is Abdu happy with your sister? Rumesa wants to know, is Abdu happy with her sister? Rumesa wants to know if Abdu is happy with her sister. Abdu, is he happy with her sister? Wow. This is a spiritual connection between the two of them. This is yes. The 5th chakra, the Archangel Michael. I don't know if you know anything about the chakras, but that's the throat chakra. So go on Google and look up the throat chakra in relation to relationships. This is all about truth and understanding, listening and being heard. This is nice energy. It's very truthful and loyal kind of energy. And you said, is he happy? He's got the card of appreciation. He appreciates what your sister does, what she's like. So that's a yes. That's a beautiful yes there about Abdu and your sister. Okay, I am done, guys. Thank you for all your help. Thank you to everybody that donated and helped me earn my keep today. Everything is closed now. I am offline. Sorry, Lisa and Gypsy. I really would have liked to do a bit more reading. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to get Chris's stuff done on WhatsApp, and then I'm finally going to step away from this and go and get some things I had to do. I literally needed to be out of my house and get something done by 12 o'clock, and it's 1 o'clock here. So anyway, doesn't matter. My apologies to the people that had readings after I'd been online for about an hour or so, there was something that was on my phone and everything, and it distracted me for a little bit there, but we got things done. And anyway, I'll catch everybody possibly tomorrow. If I'm not online tomorrow, I will get online on my Wednesday, which is everybody's Tuesday if you're in other countries. So it's currently Monday at nearly 1 p.m. in the afternoon here in Australia. Okay, guys, I'm out of here.